Hello, welcome to Multinest. In this tutorial, I'm going to answer a lot of questions that people asked me in last tutorial. That how did I able to on my V-Ray like this? That is on is not showing on, that's off. So I'm going to tell you how to do that. Then again, someone from this picture, someone told me, sorry, from this particular, I think this picture, okay, I think it's from here. Yes, someone asked me the question that I was able to do, put the sky and some of this background and also some of these templates. So I'm going to answer everything in this tutorial, so stay tuned and watch. If you have not watched the previous one, if you used to have challenges, so you can get a take home from this place. So now let us go back. Now there are some version of V-Ray, maybe the lesser version. You cannot be in 3D and enable your V-Ray. So the best part I used to do is that I always be at the level of a plan there before I on it. So the moment you put on your V-Ray, this is what will come from license server enable V-Ray. Enable V-Ray is what you need to click. You need to click enable V-Ray. So when you click enable V-Ray, it will not respond immediately. You allow it to wait, so everything will going to be unanimous with the Revit itself. You know, V-Ray is a external engine that was incorporated into Revit, so you allow it to stay. Do not be in rush that because it's not immediately you power it on, it will enable. It's supposed to click and everything is supposed to come in place. No, it will not. It takes some time, some period, so allow it to load. Be patient with it. Depends on how powerful your machine is. So the moment it finishes, everything will come to normal. So all this gray area, everything will turn back to normal color, and you'll be able to work diligently on what you are working on. So that is how it flows. So wait patiently until everything is set. So it will take time. So moment it's set, that enables aspect will be disappear. You will not see them again. So you are going to see this particular one. So that is the reason why it does not matter. You can be rendering and still continue working in Revit. So because it's an external engine on its own, it's a different software. It has nothing to do with the what's it called, what you are doing with Revit. It's just a external plugin. Now the reason why you set your camera and know the camera you want to use, that's the reason why I said it first, that the current view, it depends on what you want to do. I have 3 cameras that have already been opened from 3D view, and the same thing is being recognized here. So the one you want to use is what I will recognize. Now let me say I change this edit today. I just call it one shot. Okay, so when you go back here now, you're going to see the name has changed to shots. So if you change this one, the same thing like this, now you change it to, okay, rename it cam. You go back here. So when you click here now, you're going to see cam. So if you click on cam, which means it's cam you want to use, you want to render, that's camera, that particular camera you want to render. So that is that aspect for that area. Then you go back to your anyone. Let us go to sort. I think it's sort we are using. So as we are in the V-Ray bar, I said that someone asked that most of the template families, how can they use them? I said it clearly that this Charles Cosmos is an external, is always come with the V-Ray in of Revit. So you click on the Cosmos, you only enable if you have internet. If you do not have access to internet or you not on your Wi-Fi to connect to your computer, it will not load. So you click on it. The moment you have internet, it will take you back home there, and you are going to see a lot of family templates. It be it vehicle, people, cars, whatsoever that you can be thinking of. So All what you just need is that you download. Like the moment you download, this mark is going to show that okay, this one is download, this one is already in my system, and this car and this particular car, they are already there in my home. So the one I needed, if I need anyone like bike, I click download. The moment you click download, it will continue to load for you. The moment it load finish, it will show you mark that okay, this particular bike is being downloaded. So that is how you change material. And the moment you get it finished, let me just bring one of what I've, the one like these people, like this vehicle now. Now look at it. So like this vehicle, the one I have downloaded is this let me say okay, this SUV. In this SUV, you cannot click and drag. All what you just need is to click this load upload arrow. So you click on upload arrow, it's going to start loading. It will allow, it will load successfully. Look at it now, it's being recognized. So by the time you put it on the your project, it will be there. Just click, it's being recognized and it's there already. So as you do, press escape again, click close this. So you don't need Cosmos again because you've already gotten the template. So you can change this one to your foundation because I want it to be in that foundation aspect. Then you go to the foundation itself and go and arrange it so that the camera will be able to capture it effectively. So that is that for that. So go back to the shot. Can you see? So it purposely places itself where it's supposed to be. That is how you use. And this particular one is family from Revit. The one being downloaded from Revit, you can download anything from internet and get it done. Now, the another question about this sky, that the sky and the background is not, because now this sky that you are seeing is an image which I downloaded. So I just place it there. All these three you are seeing are the three that you've seen in Revit. So if you want to know that one, I've already done family tree. How you place that in the, how you position your trees in camera. So those things have been done in the some of the tutorial I've done. So check it and you see some of the projects I've done before. That's why you need to check it, play it, watch video, each one of them one after the other. Now if you want to, from the query, if you want to do what, put the image that you have downloaded. Like I have this sky on my desktop, which is what I downloaded then. So I always use this sky, particular sky, because I fall in love with it. It's what I always use to do most of my projects. So what you just need to do is that at the point, not rendering yet, at the point of what, of V-Ray sun, that is where you are going to change this. So you click on this particular and say V-Ray sun. So it was the one, because that light, that environmental light will enable that area to come into place. So what you do is that you say background, that is where you do custom. You customize your background. So if it tells you that there is image, if you have done it in Revit, you can use Revit, something you have done background Revit that you have already set in the Revit before. But if you want to completely do away with Revit and you want to use only the one you have in query, this is how you do that. So leave the sky alone. The normal sky that Revit has does not too much have that kind of reflectivity. So what you do here is that you click on this particular image title and you search for where you keep your image. So I want to use my desktop. So sky is what I use. So I click on sky, I say open. It's already there. You don't need to argue with anything, it's already there. You can now see and preview it here. Can you see? So it's being signified, and because you are using spherical, it's already wrapped around. You are not using screen, it's already wrapped around. So I'm going to test render for you to see what you are missing. So close it as it's in being there. Now you click on what? On render production. Now before you even render, let me show you. Most of these are Revit. Can you see they are all Revit family templates. The one that belong to this Cosmos, you are going to see them from the property line here. Can you see Cosmos grass, Cosmos potted palm, cosmos, everything that belongs to cosmos, they are going to assemble themselves in one area. So at the moment you bring them inside here. So but these particular ones are natural ones. So if you want to bring a tree at the background of this one, what you just need to do is to click on the foundation. One of these is okay for you, just click on it and say create similar, and here you say what, duplicate. In the duplicate you do say, you can just say number 2. So then you change this one to the bigger height. Let's say I want to use like 6,000. I want it to be big. So you go to rendering appearance. So that particular appearance is with me. If you don't want to use, and if you want to use another one, you can choose any one from here. All these ones are Revit setting. So let me just use this traveler palm so that you know that okay, it's different from that particular one. So I'm using traveler palm. You see that it's more bigger. Then you set it where the camera can capture it. So like that. So if you go back to sort, can your camera see? Can you see? They are there. So if they are not big enough for you, you click on them and you say edit. You change the height to let's say 850. That is the height. Say okay. So you see that they big. So you can decide to change them again. That okay, you don't want that appearance, you want different appearance by changing it from here and say okay, this particular windmill is what you want to use. Click on it and say okay. Can you see it automatically changed? So from here now you can render. When you render your view, you have a solution to what you are having. So sometimes you may be here and the thing giving you issue because it's only this fashion that enable 3D view to render. Sometimes you need to be in a level. Only what you just need that your camera, the rendering camera, it need to be well specified that this is the camera you are using to render. So when you click on it, even though you are on this ground floor plan, it will render for you. So let us render. So click on this to render production and see what I'm talking about. I will not use my time to dwell on the rendering of a Fury. So just want to test rendering for you. You are the one who is going to save everything by yourself. So let it enable this building up. So what I've done here, can you see? It simply means here is that the image of that is too large. It's definitely, that's what I'm saying. Hope you are. So this is the sky. It's miracle, but that the image edits this in what you want to do. So let me abort this one now.
For now, abort. Then close it. So now go to, if you have any image editing software in your what is it called, in your machine, all what you just need is that you click on Photoshop. Like mine, I have Photoshop that I want to use. Like this guy is here for it. So what I need to do is that I want to use this capturing moments. Go to your cam, your sort. So click, go to this place. What is this one saying? This one is saying the dimension is what? Dimension is 939 by 600. So you can go to Photoshop and create something like that. Say okay, open new. So you just choose your initiative. What was the dimension talking about? 9. In other words, when you click on it, it's using the region that he has created. What is the region? The pixel. This is the width, which is 939. The height is what? The height is 900. So you go back here in your, so you say height of what? Height of 600, but you have width of what? Of 939. Sorry, you have height of 939, and you say okay. So from there you can drag that image by say click open. I want to bring in that sky. Click and say open.
From here now, you just drag this particular, drag it here and say close. You can close this one since you don't need them again. So since them being here, what you need now is that you bring this close. Good. So it's going to capture every moment of this sky in what you are doing now. So you click and say finish, apply. So you go back here to save as. You can do now sky PNG, then use this sky, but I want to use sky 2 because I want to retain this sky 2. Say save. Okay, now go back to this, close this one, and you say come to sun viewing. So here is using light intensity of a sky is another issue, but leave it for that. You can say background, as we have said before. Click on background, and you click on background and come here and say sky 2. Sky 2 is okay. So the brightness, you can adjust it or reduce it. It depends on what you want to do. So preview it again. I think it will go a long way with this now, because the width and the height are almost the same proportion. So now let's render and see whether what you have done.